So when you finish, you can do like hand the homework to me, and then I will show here who is done, who is not done, so I can check uh, online, and then you will know my feedback as soon as possible. So it's kind of like more effective uh, for me, and also we don't waste papers. And okay, and then okay, the number six, a little bit changed thing is this year the Chinese teacher is only me. I don't have any assistant teacher. Even the group time, the language teachers, there's no any Chinese languages. So we will do the group time, center time, uh, only by myself. So this year, I am the only person can teach you Chinese. So yeah, and the next part is the test. Everybody hates test, but we have to face it. First, we're gonna know what we have, what kind of test we will have in this year round. First is MAS. I think you already know that test when you guys are in the third grade, when your kids are in the third grade. So here is this year's SMS test schedule. So this is ELAs. So you can have a look. It will start. The first test is here. The first quarter is the blue one. The three tests there. So you can have a peek first. And I will send you the whole timeline if you want. So we will go over slowly. Yep. And of course, here is this is the math part. Math only have the first quarter. And it will be 5 tests. So you can tell it's more than the ELA. Okay. And also the quarterly test, it's all subjects. And AR reading, we still have it. English spelling test will be each Friday. And the Chinese spelling test will be each Thursday. And the Chinese spelling part is all on me again. And also BOG and EOG. And here I write the percentage of their how I give them scores. So the homework part is 10, test and project of 40. So test is like quarterly test. It will take 40%. And the classwork and quizzes. So kind of like spelling test and weekly spelling test and those things they will take 45%. And okay, and here is the classroom arrangement from me. This year I have 21 kids in my classroom. I know some of you are really worried. Will they argue lots? Are they safe? So first, I gonna tell you my rule is in my classroom. First, safe is the very first and very important things, and then is study, and then is happy. I'm sorry, I have to put the happy in the end because we have so much things to do, and we just have 8 hours. So I have to like squash the time very tightly, and to keep them learning effective. So here is we come with the dojo. So Class Dojo is still the classroom and arrangement tools I will use this year, but it only related to the behavior. I will say the dojo thing, I directly will go with their conduct score. So if their weekly or monthly dojo is under average, so their conductor will be definitely failed. And here is more specific rules. So first, one red. If your kids got one red, So they will have a silent lunch. If they got too red one day, I will have a parents conference with you. So kind of like phone or face to face. And number three, it's any red caused by the bully, no matter language or the body touch. So I will redden up. Maybe you will think the language part is too strict, but I have to say, in the past several years, many kids got really hurt, I mean their feelings, and changed their lives by the language bully. So it's like you say those bad words and keep on laughing at them, being mean to your friends. It is a deal. It is a big thing. So for me, I take that part seriously. So I gonna be written up if that happen. And the four rules is too much English. It happens if too much English, um, I will it will affect their Chinese speaking score. So if they're speaking too much English, I will give the red dojo. If the quarterly, each quarter, they got the full red dojo, which is caused by the language, their Chinese speaking score will be failed. The reason I do this is because they only have me. So that is the fourth grade, the Chinese person is only me. So in the classroom is the only place they can use the language. And things the Chinese lessons is getting less and less, they lost their chance to speak the Chinese. So if they don't use it, they will they will just forget it easily. So I don't want that happen in the end of the year. I still want them keep that keep that level. So I hope you can understand this solution from me. And the last one, I love to do a way that is warning, but I want you see my warning. So every time I give you kids warning before I give them dojo, I will send the warning dojo so that you will know how many warnings I give your kids before I give him or her a red. So I am not that person that is I give you one warning that you got red directly. No, I'm not. Um, so just let you know that I give them chance. They can win the red bag, or I have to say sorry. Of course, my dojo have the positive part. So if we win the golden coin, we will have a eating in the classroom party. So that is, they can have their lunch and have them in the classroom. I will put a little short video or movie things during their eating time. And the other positive thing is they will got the principal call if they do like awesome job. I will definitely let principal know and he will call you. So hope you everybody all of you can got this awesome call. And then is the parents and teacher communicate. I put this part is because I think it's an important part for the upcoming years for me. First, of course, is dojo. Please check your dojo every day. Not every day, probably not the weekend. Monday to Friday, and I will let you know I will be available during the school time, but and after 8 p.m. because during that time, which is I finish my work and before 8 o'clock, I need to deal with my two kids. I try to balance family and job, family and my career. So my husband won't freak out. And number two is yes, you can of course you can come to talk with me face to face. After school is work for me, but if you can come school during that time, which is 8 to 10 or 11:20 to 1:05 or 1, I really appreciate because I want to use my school time effectively. because most of time